Hey there, YouTube. Here's another update, what we got done so far. We got the bridges in. We got our fine sand that is still drying. I got everything leveled. I went ahead and put some of aquatic creatures in there. I got a whale here. We went ahead and we got our shark back in. That should disappear when we pour the resin. I was missing a pier right here, so I went ahead and carved some foam up. It looked a little weird trying to do it the other way. We went ahead and got our base. We got our base down here all painted and weathered up. I went ahead and put some bushes in and some flowers and stuff. I wanted this to be kind of like a spring slash early spring, late winter. So that's why we have a little bit of snow. We have a little bit of flowers and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like blending the two of them. I also got my snowman in. The family's trying to enjoy the last bit of snow they have before spring hits, full on spring. We're gonna go ahead and change. I'm gonna put this little depot because it already has snow on it. I realize that's a Santa Claus there, but it's kind of like one of those things. It's the only depot out in the middle of nowhere to drop supplies and stuff off. So we got the fascia put in here, but we got to cut it out and figure that out. I've got it all painted, ready to go on. I got a new turnout in over there for the lumber yard. We've painted and weathered some of these rocks here, and just trying to do some little things here and there. I went ahead and got this one painted and put in. I got some flowers going on there. I've got these painted, and mind you, this is all cut foam, no plaster, no nothing, and just kind of freehanding it. We also have our end pieces here with some trees. I've got this one painted over here, and like I said, we've got the pine fascia put on it. I actually got all the LED lighting put on, so I finally got it all in. The centerpiece, I've got to do some more painting, trim painting up there and this and that, which it gave me another idea. I think since I have the Broadway limited storm system, I'm gonna attempt something that I've never done before. I'm gonna put the lightning up top, but I'm going to try to make some clouds. I hear you can use hairspray and stuff like that, and I kind of want to make it just hang down just a little bit right around where the lightning would be at. And I'm going to attempt to do that. I don't know when, probably soon as I can. It'd be worth the effort to try. So, but yeah, this is what we got going on. We've still got a lot of little painting and nitpicking to do before I put ballast in and basic scenery and stuff. These aren't even glued down yet. I'm basically seeing how I like them, if in that position and all that, before I commit to it and glue it all down. I've got to figure out the color scheme back here and work on that. I've got to get my ballast, or black ballast, and make my coal piles. See where I want those at. Obviously, I've got to paint some more track. I've got to touch up some stuff down here in spots. I'm going to go ahead. I've got a rust pin coming from Woodland Scenic. I think I might leave that the color and just do the rust on the outside of the rail here. Yeah, so that's kind of what we got going on. I'll give you a far shot of it, and I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna look so neat, and I'm excited and ready to get like the curtains on down here. I think what we're gonna do is actually buy black curtains and put rods so I can scoot stuff over, pull stuff out, put it back. Finish the trim, and then once I get all the basic scenery on the top kind of done, I'm gonna work on this stuff coming up pretty soon to get this to connect to here. And then I've got to paint all this stuff behind the TV. But more than anything, I'm trying to focus on this and get a majority of this done, because I think if you focus too much on all at once, it feels like it becomes a chaotic. So I bounce around. I think someone said that today. I do the same thing. I've got feeders to put in over here. I haven't done it. I've done so much wiring in one day that it just gets kind of daunting when you do the same thing. It feels more like a chore and less like fun. So that's kind of why I've jumped around. I'm doing painting one day, scenery over here, adjusting track over on one side, and that's just kind of how it goes. I just don't want to have major burnout on stuff. Really enjoy doing this, and I just don't want it to become a chore. So that's what we got going on, guys. I've got some more little mountains carved. I got them started. I mean, I've learned a little bit since I've been doing this in the last week to keep going, but little bit by little until it looks right. I've got another one here. This is an absolute mess. I think I'm gonna have to take all the wires out and redo it, but I'll try to fix that first. But you know, I've got this mountain over here. This is gonna be the gravel pile. Then I've got this mountain I've started over here, or I would call it more of like a hill. It still needs some more work, but I want the trees and the hills and all that to kind of hide the back track, and then make this a little bit more open and more like a scene, so you can make it a little bit more personal, so you pay attention a little bit more of the details on that scene. So I gotta stop these trains, otherwise, because we'll go off the end, and we don't want that. But yeah, if you guys are interested and want to see how I do that, maybe in the next update, the next video, I will just throw some pieces together and just show you exactly how I do it. It's been shown a bunch of people, but I'll just show you my technique. And if you're wanting to learn that technique, I'll put that on here so you all can see it. I'm not a exact professional with it yet, but I've really only been doing the wire cutting for about 2 weeks, and I learned that from another YouTube channel, Allegheny, and I just took what he had shown me and applied it, and just used my imagination after that. So there it is, guys. There's the focal point that I wanted of the layout. We're going to put epoxy in here, or resin, and tint it with blue and all that, and I really wanted this to be a focal point because the blue light draws your eyes, and then you see this really big mountain here, and it just looks amazing. So I'm glad I tore out the old one, and I'm glad that I started applying the things that I learned. It's kind of hard to do that when you've already got something constructed and you're trying to tear out old stuff. And I was really hesitant to tear out the old layout because I put so much time in it, but at the end of the day, this is going to be way, way better, and only because I applied everything that I've learned in the last 2.5, almost 3 years. I'd never modeled before that, but we're gonna give it our best. And with the old layout, when I was tearing it out, I said I can do much better, and I'm gonna try to attempt it and try to prove it to you guys. So with that being said, everybody have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a good time at home with your family and everything, and I hope everybody has a blessed day.